So next we have our guest, that is Rahul Garg from Patiala, Punjab. He done the PG in Diploma Yoga and Human Consciousness. Personally, he practicing and learning yoga since 2014 from various spiritual schools and institutes, and also he is a professional yoga. He has conducted yoga, meditation, stress-free and blissful living workshops at the college level, corporate level, and also he has done in Indian Army since 2019. I request our guest, Mr. Rahul Garg, to give the insights of yoga.
Namaskaram, everyone. Uh, we are here to talk about yoga. From the understanding that I got is that you are the representatives of different universities, schools, and organizations where you might be conducting some yoga workshops under the Yuva Tourism Club of Chhattisgarh and Ministry of India, Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. So what yoga means? Basically, it means the harmonization and synchronization of what? Of soul consciousness and the cosmic consciousness. So before Patanjali Maharishi, yoga was a very general term, right? We used Yogeshwar Krishna, right? We used yoga with bhakti, we used yoga with karma, we used yoga with gyan, we used yoga with dhyan, right? But the modern day yoga, which we know, which we usually perceive, has come from Maharishi Patanjali and from his Patanjali Yoga Sutras, where he defines the dimensions of yoga in 8 steps, right? So all the steps are very, very, very important for a holistic development. My personal aim is to, declutter the minds of our youth and at society at large, that what really yoga is. Yoga is not just a physical exercise. Yoga is not just a breathing technique. Yoga is a way, is a method, is a step-by-step structured philosophy and practice to reach the cosmic consciousness, right? So currently, what our aim usually is to attain good health, physical health, and have mental peace. That's it. This is just the byproduct of yoga. It's not the main product of yoga. It's a byproduct. It comes in the process. You don't have to do yoga for these things, but it comes in the process, right? If you do yoga for health, it would be, just pampering a leaf of a plant, right? But if you're doing yoga for your personal development, your soul evolution, for uplifting your soul, right? That means you are nourishing the roots of that plant with nutrition, right? With proper irrigation, with proper sunlight, with proper air in the soil, right? So how to nutritionize our roots? Patanjali Maharishi gave 8-fold path, right? One by one, we dive deeper and deeper and deeper, right? Just to brief a little bit, the first path is Yama. Yam means how you conduct with the outer world. In Yamas, he says Satya, Ahimsa, Aste, Aparigraha, and Brahmacharya. Means these all things, you know the basic meaning. I'm not going into the meaning. These all basic things have to do with the other person, right? These all 5 things exist if there is a second person. If there is no second person, you have no scope of lying. You have no scope of theft. You have no scope of sexual arousal, and all those things. So how you conduct, it's about your outer personality. First step, right? So Maharishi Patanjali says you have to righteously conduct yourself by following these 5 steps. The second main step is niyama. After doing it with outer world, how you are managing yourself, how your consciousness is talking with your mind, how your consciousness is disciplining your mind, because our mind is, hooliganized and cluttered with all kind of materialistic things, where he says you need to maintain self-conduct, right? First was conduct with others. Second step was conduct with self. You see the process, we're going step by step inside, okay? In that, he says you need to maintain cleanliness. You need to maintain satisfaction inside you. Whatever you have, it should be enough for you. I'm not saying that you should be happy with the poverty, you should be happy with the deprivation. No. If you have enough for yourself and for your family, be satisfied with it. Also continue to grow. Doesn't stop your growth. Also continue to grow. And then Swadhyaya means self-analysis, right? So all these steps are Sukshma Shrir. This Sukshma Shrir जिसमें आत्मा carry होती है, right? So with pranayama, what we do is we strengthen the bond of body and our astral body, physical body and astral body. Now you say how? Maharishi Patanjali says your breath is a medium. It is just this very involuntary process that is going on and off and on and off. It is coming and going out. Very ignored process that is continuously happening remains you connected with the physical body and the astral body. So it is just a bridge, right? If you don't have bridge, you can't travel to the inner path. You can't travel inside. And if the bridge is broken, either this side is dead or this side is dead, right? So dead end on both sides. Body cannot do itself. Body cannot carry forward this whole soul evolution, and our vital energy, our astral body, our soul cannot take the evolution through itself. It needs body. So pranayama means the energy that is going out, the vital energy which is being wasted here and there. You can manage that. He gives a science. You can manage that with your breath. That's pranayama. It's not the breath management. It's the management of vital force. Where your vital force is going. Is it going downwards or it's going upward like a lotus, right? So with breathing techniques, we can do that. One step more, then comes our conditioning, sanskar, that we carry from our past lives, right? No matter we are full of energy, but if our conditionings, our sanskaras are not good, our soul is not going to empower itself. It won't have the soul evolution. So to do that, he says you do pratyahara. Pratyahara means you have to get rid of all those sanskaras which are hurdle, which are break in your spiritual path. You have to break back your senses from where it has indulged unnecessarily, which you can avoid, without which you can have a good life, you can have better energy management, you have better focus, right? So pratyahara means withdrawal of our senses, because these senses are the face of our mind. Our mind works based on these senses. So we have to withdraw the senses from the unnecessary things, right? So now Maharishi Patanjali says what to do now. We have reduced our expenses. We have channelized our expenses and reduced our expenses. Now what to do with this energy? He says next step, from all the n number of things where the energy was scattered, combine that into one goal, one focus, that is dharana. It's the sixth step, right? We have reached the sixth step, dharana. Dharana means to focus on one, either it is goal, is it life purpose or a thought, whatever you want to achieve. What is most important in your life? What do you think that is most important in your life, right? Now you might say that career success is that, my family health, my family prosperity, this and that. But Maharishi Patanjali says that's not the right quest. He says inner bliss, inner happiness. If you are happy inside, if the happiness is showering from inside, it's not stimulated by outer things, then only you are focused, right? You should be independent. Now Patanjali says you have come to that level of your consciousness where you need to be independent of the outer world. doesn't mean disconnected. It means independent. Your thoughts, your emotions, your path, your discipline should not be influenced by the other n number of things present out there. That's dharana. Now Patanjali says, we have focused it, we have achieved it. Now what to do? He says, now we have to go beyond that focus, beyond that thought. That is dhyan. Means with whatever mental energy, until pratyahara, mind was involved. You have to focus, right? Mind has, it's a faculty of mind to focus. Patanjali says, till there, you have disciplined your personality, your body, your breath, your sanskaras, and your mind. Now it's time to go beyond mind. That's dhyan. So he says, when you, firstly, it's very difficult to focus at one thing when you have n number of distractions. Once you do dharana rightly, once you focus rightly, now he says, jump beyond it. Have a leapfrog evolution beyond mind. Until now, you were under the influence of mind. Now it's time to go beyond mind. Doesn't mean that we are neglecting mind. Doesn't mean we are suppressing mind. Doesn't mean that we are demeaning the existence of mind. No. This body has this role, it will do it. Our breath has a role, it will do it. Our energy has a role, it will do it. Our mind has a role of software, it will do it. But what's the real thing that is to be achieved, that is to be realized, is the soul element, the soul consciousness. Once we jump off beyond the mind, beyond the thoughts, beyond the emotions, beyond all the excitements, beyond all the enthusiasms, beyond all the thrillings, that's the state of meditation. Meditation is not a technique, it's a state. Until pratyahara, we were doing something. We were doing asana, we are doing pranayama, we are doing pratyahara, we are doing dharana. In meditation, we are doing nothing. It's a state to be realized, right? And here we achieve self-realization, soul consciousness, that I am soul, I'm truly a soul. This breath, body, personality, spirit and mind, these all are the mediums through which this soul is truly expressing. But what truly I am is the soul. Now Patanjali says, what is beyond that? Are you limited to this only? Patanjali says, no. You are this universe. Aham Brahmasmi. Here Patanjali says, that's the ultimate. When you realize that you are soul, there's one more step, that I am this cosmos, I am this whole existence. It means you have to dissolve the duality of me, of my soulness and the godliness. No. Patanjali says in Samadhi, it merges into only oneness. Soulness and cosmicness, cosmic consciousness merges into oneness. Just awareness. I'm just there. Like we say, the God is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. How is it possible? If it's limited to a soul level, it could be at a certain place only. How it can be present everywhere? It's possible with the oneness, right? So this is the journey of yoga. We have to, it's our responsibility, as I understand that you are the representatives. You have to carry this message, what really yoga is. We can't buy this Western concept of yoga for mental peace. This is just, polishing the leaf, polishing the fruit. You're saying, oh, with doing yoga, I got this fruit. No. The real fruit is a blooming, giving thousands of fruits, thousands of flowers, thousands of leaves, thousands of branches, n number of molecules of oxygen, everything. We can't just point out one single thing. The blooming is the purpose of yoga, not the fruit. Bloom inside, bloom yourself, bloom in the society, bloom in the personality, bloom in your soul, bloom in the consciousness, in the cosmic consciousness. become the Buddha. That's what the path of yoga is, right? I would really want you to motivate people for the real essence of yoga, what Patanjali wants to say. This is the yoga which says Yogeshwar Krishna. Why? Because he knows yama, he knows how to conduct with others, he knows niyam, he knows how to conduct with himself, he knows asanas, he knows pranayam, he knows energy management, he knows pratyahara. His energy is not set, right? His energy is centered within himself. He is a dhyani, he is a meditator, and he is the cosmic self. When he says to Arjuna that I am the God, that's a state of samadhi. Yogeshwar Krishna, right? So this is the real philosophy, and we are thankful to our sage Maharishi Patanjali who has given the structured path. Right? Yoga is a word, holistic word, which can be joined with anything. Bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, different aspects. But here we are talking about Maharishi Patanjali's Ashtanga yoga, the step-by-step procedure to achieve the cosmic self, achieve the ultimate evolution. That's what is yoga is. Okay. So with these words, I thank the presence of all of you in this session.
Now I call Mr. Mayank Dubey, tourism manager, to give his opinion and vote of thanks.
Hello, and on the yoga, all the explanation regarding Patanjali's Ashtanga yoga given by Rahul, it was wonderful and very simply explained. Like, it is easy to digest kind of a thing, that it was not heavy words you used, and in a very simple manner, that we are looking only for the little fruits of that tree, but we have whole approach to the tree. It was just an introduction to Mr. Rahul regarding International Day of Yoga celebration.